What if I told you there is a playbook that the wealthy use to keep building wealth even in a down market? And what if I told you this playbook has 5 game-changing tactics that anyone can use? Well, today I'm going to show it to you. I've been studying the habits and behaviors of millionaires and billionaires for more than a decade. I've interviewed dozens of them, and I've read hundreds of books on the psychology of wealth. They require discipline, focus, and a willingness to take calculated risks. They understand that the best investment they can make is in themselves. They invest in their education, their health, and their personal development because they know that those are the things that will help them succeed in the long run. Most people don't do this. They don't invest in themselves. But if you follow these 5 tactics, I promise you'll be in a better position to build wealth. Remember, the wealthy have a secret playbook of 5 powerful tactics that they use to keep building their wealth. These tactics aren't for the faint of heart, but if you follow them closely, you'll be on your way to building wealth that you never thought possible. So I want to ask you, which tactic are you going to use to start building wealth today? Instead, they spend their money on things like vacations, luxury items, and keeping up with the Joneses. But the reality is that investing in yourself is the best way to ensure your future success, so start investing in yourself today. Read books, take courses, attend seminars, and do whatever else it takes to improve yourself. It's the best investment you'll ever make. Do you invest in yourself? But if you follow them closely, you'll be on your way to building wealth that you never thought possible. So let's dive in. Now, this is a tactic that most people struggle with. Now, this is the most important tactic the wealthy use. They think like billionaires, even if they're not billionaires themselves. They know that if they think like a billionaire, they'll be more likely to behave like a billionaire and ultimately become one. This means thinking about money in terms of how billionaires think about it. It means understanding their mindset and adopting their habits and behaviors. I know it's not easy, but if you want to build wealth, it's essential. You have to think like the wealthy think. You have to see the world the way they see it. Once you do that, you'll be on your way to building wealth that you never thought possible. They're afraid of failure, so they don't take risks. But the wealthy aren't afraid of failure. They understand that failure is just part of the process. They've failed many times, but they've learned from their failures and used them to make them successful. If you want to be successful, you have to be willing to fail. You have to be willing to take risks. The wealthy aren't afraid to take risks because they know that sometimes you have to take risks to make big money. Are you willing to do the same? And what I've learned is that the wealthy think differently than everyone else when it comes to money. They have a secret playbook of 5 powerful tactics that they use to keep building their wealth no matter what the market is doing. And today, I'm going to share that playbook with you. These tactics are not for the faint of heart. Tactic number 1, use other people's money to your advantage. Now, this is a tactic that the wealthy use all the time. They want to get rich quick. They gamble, they day trade, or they invest in dodgy stuff because they think it lines make them a lot of money fast. But the reality is that the wealthy think long term. They're willing to invest for years without seeing a return because they know that the real money is made over the long haul. They're also willing to take a long-term view when it comes to their careers. They don't just look for the next big paycheck. They invest in their skills and their knowledge because they know that will pay off in the long run. Can you think long-term like the wealthy do? They understand the power of leverage and how it can be used to make a lot of money very quickly. They borrow money to invest in properties, businesses, or stocks. And when those investments pay off, they use that money to buy even more investments and grow their wealth. Of course, this requires some level of risk, but the wealthy are comfortable with that. They understand that sometimes you have to take risks to make big money. Are you willing to do the same? Tactic number 2, think long term. Now, this is a tactic that most people don't understand. Tactic number 3, invest in yourself. Now, this is one of the most important tactics the wealthy use. Tactic number 4, don't be afraid to fail. Tactic number 5, think like a billionaire. Look, building wealth isn't easy. There are ups and downs along the way.